Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match preview for West Ham vs Man City in the Premier League, so make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Let's jump into it. So West Ham away. In recent years we've had good results at West Ham. Of course, we've had a good result last season, a couple of years ago as well when Haaland scored his first goals for the club. And then even before that we had a decent draw away from home against them as we claimed the Premier League title again. So we do have a good record against West Ham. That being said, they're kind of a bit of a transition period, West Ham. You're kind of not really sure what you're going to get from them. They're still, trying to learn under the new manager. They've had a couple of good results lately. They had a great result last weekend against Crystal Palace away from home. That's a good result, that. Beat them. So there is going to be an interesting game, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a tough one. That being said, we're usually favourites for every single game, and you can see why. So yeah, you go down there expecting 3 points, expecting 3 wins out of 3, and going into the international break, joint top of the league. That's what you'd expect from this match, and that's what I expect to happen. But I don't think it's going to be one of those 4-5-0 ones. I got the result last week against Ipswich, right 4-1. This week, I expect it to be a lot closer than that. That being said, let's look at a City team and where Pep needs to change things up, because of course, we're still not been playing our first full team, which is it's a good and bad thing. You look at it and say we've not been playing our best team, our best 11, and we're getting results, which is really good because everyone's been coming back from their pre-season, their holidays, slightly different. But I still think we need to start getting minutes into these players now. I think Pep needs to be looking at substitutions a little bit earlier than he has been. He needs to get players on the pitch like Ake. If we can get Foden on the pitch, that'd be great as well. We need to give Grealish more minutes. That being said, that's one area of the pitch I want us to look at today, because I think if you look at our team, I think our defence has done quite well. I think Ederson's had his moments. He's come back this season a little bit, I don't know, half-assed if you ask me. He's been a little bit dodgy. I know Ederson is susceptible to a dodgy moment, but I think he's been more dodgy than usual at the beginning of this season. We look at the back four. I think Lewis has been great. I think he's been one of our best players. I think Diaz and Akanji has done quite well. Vardy on the left has not been getting forward as much as he did last season, but I think that will change once Lewis comes out the team. Then you look at midfield, of course, Milan Kovacic. I think he's had a great start to the season. I actually think he's been our best player so far this season. You got De Bruyne, not quite up to full speed yet. And then you got Bernardo with him doing his thing. Right-hand side, you've had Savinho. Left-hand side, Doku. And up front, Haaland. Of course, he's scoring the goals. But the left-hand side of midfield, Doku, is where we need to change things up for this game. I keep saying it. Doku's one of those players. The benefits when you hitting teams on the counter-attack, which we never really do. When you stretch teams open, which we never really do. Because we always camped on the edge of their box trying to work little give and goals. Doku's not one of those players. Yes, he tries to flex with his right foot. But I think he's become too predictable for defenders after last season. I think they know what to expect from him. I think they know to delay going into challenge him. Don't square him up as soon as possible. And just let him run at you, because he will run the ball out of play. We've seen that last week. I saw him do it, 3-4 times last week against Ipswich. He had no luck in the Community Shield against United. I think Doku needs to come out of this team now. And I think against teams that you're going to press high, which again is pretty much everyone in the Premier League, I think this is a moment, if we can get him on the pitch, to start Jack. Because Jack is the one that will unlock those defenses. He's the one that holds on to the ball. He's not going to run the ball out of play. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to invite the defender on. He's going to win free kicks. And as much as people say that he dies or goes down too easy, he gets you free kicks in them dangerous positions so you can get a crossing. This is the kind of game for him, when you want to hold on to the ball and just work the given goals and work in them tight spaces. Not time for Doku, who I think has been trying too hard. And I think when you compare him to the other side with Savinho, who's been going inside, outside, he's really good running with the ball. He commits to defender really well. He's very aggressive when he's on the ball. He just wants to run direct. He just wants to score goals or set up goals. I think when you compare that to what Doku's been doing, which again, I think he's been thinking too much. That's all it is. He's been thinking too much. He needs to relax, come out of the team, take a breather. This is the perfect opportunity for him to do that. And if, like I said, if Foden's back as well, get him some minutes on that right-hand side as well instead of Savinho in the second half. But look, at the end of the day, we've had some good results. We've not lost the game. We've not dropped points. We've only conceded 1. It's a disappointing one to concede against Ipswich, but we gave them the lead. We went out and we won the game in the next 10 minutes. So the team are on it. The team are out for it. I see a team hungry for another Premier League title, which is good. I see a team hungry to score goals. I mean, when you got Haaland up front, you're always going to be hungry to score goals. So I think we're in a good position at the moment. And like I said, without the first full 11 back yet, Can't really complain where we're at. And if we can get another win against West Ham, it's at 3 wins out of 3 start of the season. Take it every season. And that's where we're at the moment. Now let's talk about the Champions League draw. Of course, it came out yesterday. I think it's an interesting one. The one thing I don't like about this format, some people are going to like it and some people are going to be against it. I, for one, don't really understand it. I'm not one of those people that thinks it needs a change. People saying they were bored of it. Fair enough. I don't see a reason why it can't be just full knockout from start to finish. But when you look at it, I don't understand how you can play a team away from home, but then not at home, and then vice versa. You're only playing teams once. That to me is a bit bizarre because it's giving the teams that you play away from home that home advantage. That's an interesting one for me. That being said, it's a draw we should be going through. I mean, no matter what the format of the Champions League is, you'd expect us to go deep in it. You'd expect us to, well, be one of the, well, we're probably going to be favourites to win it, even though you got Real Madrid in there every year who seem to win it. So yeah, you'd expect us to go deep no matter what, and I expect that again this season. And that's it. That's the match preview. Not really much has happened. We've not really had any transfers to talk about. Been a quiet summer. It's been a quiet start to the season, hasn't it? But yeah, we're in a strong position. We're in a very strong position. And West Ham is another opportunity for us to get more points on the board, for Haaland to score more goals. I think I need to put him back in my FPL team. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Let me know your starting 11 and let me know your result. I'm going to go another concede because I don't trust Edison to keep a clean sheet ever. I'm going to say 3-1 City. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.